Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mo Yang and it's your favorite baddie in training. It is 2022. It's my first video of the year and I just want to say welcome. I'm so glad that you guys are here this year with me. It's gonna be a good year for all of us, and it's just another year of learning new things, you know, and being the best baddie we can be in all aspects of our life, whether it's spiritual, mental, emotional, all of that, physical. So I wanted to share with you guys the routine that I'm taking with me this year in 2022 of my makeup. This has been my newest like go-to makeup, very natural looking, very neutral colors, bright under eye, brushed up eyebrows, because that's what we're taking with us this year. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So what I have been doing lately is mixing these two primers. So I have the Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer, and then I also have the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Primer. And I use both just because I feel like it really grabs onto my skin. And these are like silicone based primers, so you use this if you have like oily skin and you are using this type of foundation, like silicone foundation for oily skins. So I really like to work it into my skin. And then I will use the e.l.f. one and then just kind of pat it in on the sides and my forehead of my face. I really want to try e.l.f.'s Hydra one, which is kind of like the, I'm thinking of the milk one. I really want to try that one. So now that I'm all primed, I let it sit for a while and I'm gonna do my eyebrows first. So this is the new way I've been doing my eyebrows lately. It's been looking real good. I actually really like it. I've hardly been using any product, but today I'll use some product today. So you're gonna need two things. You're gonna need just some edge control. I use the edge booster one, and then you're gonna need some gel. I use the Got2b gel, and then you're gonna take a spoolie. So I took some of the edge control and then I am just brushing up. I like using edge control just because I feel like it grabs all the little hairs and it makes it stick. So I'm going in the direction where how I want it. So I want it brushed up. So I'm brushing it up like that. I do like to like brush it up at an angle just because I feel like it would just look really crazy on me if I just straight up brushed upwards. And then I flatten it out with my finger. And then I let that sit for a second while I do the other eyebrow. And so now that I'm letting it dry a little, use my fan. Now we're gonna start shaping my brow. I just take the spoolie and run it across like that. Ooh, so clean. You really have a lot of control here. So you just do it like that. Okay, so I cleaned it up just a little bit more. I wanted them a little thinner, so they look like this. Now, they look fine as is, and this is what I would usually do on a normal day. Like if I'm just going to work, don't care. But I have this new pen that I just got by NYX. It's the Lift the Lift and Snatch marker, and I got it in espresso, so I wanted to try it out and see. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm just gonna fill in the other side. I'm gonna just do like really feather like strokes because that's the look that we're going for. Curve. We obviously know what favorite eyebrow, or who's the favorite. This one for sure. But she's looking good. Yes, we like this. We like this. Very good. So now we're gonna go ahead and clean up around our eyebrows. Now I'm gonna just take some concealer by e.l.f. In medium sand. And with this little flat brush, I'm just going to carve out the bottom of my my eyebrow. Boop, boop. See, it's really just the favorite because I just did one swipe and I was done. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush by Real Techniques. It's the creasing brush, but I use it as my blending out my concealer brush. So I like to wet it with some of the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Spray and just blend out the concealer. If you don't get off all the gel and edge control, it can get a little sticky in the area, so just kind of watch out for that. So I blended out the bottom part, so now we're gonna head over to the top part of my eyebrows. I'm gonna use the foundation that I'm gonna use for the rest of my face. Today I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear in 475, and at first I didn't like this foundation at all, but it's because I didn't know how to prime my face because it was like separating and stuff, because I was using a primer that is for a water-based foundation. So I'm going to take this flat brush like this. I'm pretty sure it's by Wet n Wild. I just picked it up at the 99-cent store because I saw it, and I'm going to dip it in, and then I'm just going to carve out my eyebrow. We're gonna blend out the top part. These are what my eyebrows look like. I mean, come on, yes. Do you see this? Do you see this? Yes. Anyways, so now we're gonna do the rest of all five. So I like to prep my under eyes first before I start doing the rest of my face. Before I used to do my eyeshadow and then my foundation, but I have been switching it up lately and been doing my face and then my eyeshadow after, just because I've been doing really simple looks lately on my eyeshadow. It's been my go-to. So I am using the e.l.f. Putty Primer eye primer, and I just like to put a little, I need to get one of those thingies, those little like painter palette type thingies. And then I use this orange color corrector. This is by Maybelline. It's like their old color corrector like palette type thing and stuff that I still had. And so I mix it with the primer to make like a peachy tone and stuff, so I can do my under eye. And so I make sure I melt it and blend it down to my eyes, because it gets really tacky really fast. And what I also like to do is put it on my nose, because I feel like it closes up the pores. and right here, because my pores are really large right here. So I just go upwards like that. So now that that's my under eye is ready, we are gonna do our foundation. So like I said, we're gonna use the Infallible foundation, do another pump, and then I like to place it on my, I need to wash this. This is actually looking really crusty. The Real Techniques face brush. And I just like to stipple it on my face. Okay, and then I take a wet pawpaw blender. I'll leave a link for it. It's like a pack of 6 and it's like $10 or something like that. And so, oh, I forgot. What I've been doing lately to make everything stick is spraying my blender with my setting spray, so it can stay all day long. Okay, so now that I have my foundation on, we are going to contour. So I've been using the foundation palette by e.l.f. This is clearly like a drugstore affordable makeup routine because I have been broke and not have been able to buy myself the makeup that I have been wanting to buy, just because of everything that was going on last year. Christmas was coming up, so I was just trying not to put myself a priority when it came to like little frilly things like that. So yes, this is a very affordable routine. So I use this one on like a regular day, this one when I want to look cute. This one I think is a little bit too dark for me, so I'm gonna take in the second shade, and then I'm going to contour my forehead, contour my jaw. I think I have a pretty nice like jaw like structure, but you know, I like to emphasize it a little more. My nose, and then we're gonna do my cheekbones. So I've been placing it a little higher to snatch my face more. You see? Like it's quite literally on my cheekbone. And what I've been doing is also spraying more spray, like each layer, so it like stays longer. So now I'm gonna buff out my forehead, buff out my jaw, and then my nose, and then my favorite part, my cheekbones. I just love emphasizing my cheekbones because I think I have like good cheekbones, but they're not as prominent as I would like them to be. I'm sorry about the lighting, guys. I am noticing how this lighting really isn't working for me. So you see that? I added just a little more right there, and I just easily carved it out. So now we are going to be concealing, highlighting, all of that. So I've been using 2 different concealers these days, and it's been really helping if you really want a bright under eye. I am going to use the same concealer that we used earlier in medium sand, and we're gonna do it like the TikTok girlies, and we're gonna put it right here and then right there. And then we're gonna take this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in vanilla. This is pretty bright, so we're gonna just put it on top and then kind of in that little empty space right there. And so we are going to let it dry out. I also sprayed the setting spray again and sprayed it on a little bit on my my beauty blender, or it's not a beauty blender, whatever it's called. And then we are going to lightly dab, lightly, because we don't want to waste product, and take it off. Not bright enough, so we're gonna go back with this vanilla shade and only put it right there. Let it dry a little bit again. Blend it out ever so lightly. I don't know if I explained it earlier, but the reason why I put the Putty Primer under my eyes is so it doesn't crease, because my eyes are notoriously crease. And so I look a little crazy. Just trust me. Trust me. It looks really bright. So we're going to use the Wet n Wild Banana Powder. We're going to take this fluffy brush by Real Techniques again. It's the setting brush. We're going to set it into our concealed area. So it has like a yellowish peaches tint to it, which is what kind of like offsets how bright it is in a more like natural way, you know what I mean? See how like I'm looking already less crazy, but I'm still looking bright? That's what we're going for. All right, so now we're gonna conceal the rest of our face, or highlight the rest of our face. Okay, so now that it is highlighted, I'm gonna set it again with my banana powder. Also gonna set my eyelids with it, since we put some concealer on earlier. Okay, so now we are going to set our contour with a little bit of powder bronzer. So use the e.l.f. one again, and I tend to use these top two because one's shimmery, one's like matte. And then I just pat it on top of it. Don't move it, you know? Okay. I don't really have a set blush that I use because I need to find one that I'm specifically looking for. I'm looking for a very corally blush. Like, I don't like it too orange, but pink just doesn't sit well with my face, so I do like to do like a corally kind of color. So I use eyeshadow actually. I use these two colors, this pink and that orange, together, and then I use this blush brush by Real Techniques. So I just kind of mix it together, and then I first place it up here because remember we're trying to snatch the face. And boom. Now that I have my blush on, we are going to just carve out the bottom of my contour. So I'm going to take this brush, dip it in my banana powder, and then we're just going to bake under my cheekbones. I don't really bake that much, but this is the only thing I do bake now. And the reason why I don't just go straight down on it is because I like to emphasize like my cheekbones, like right there, so that's why I kind of go upward. That's what I like to do. We're gonna do my eyes, so we're gonna take this little palette by Vizard, I guess. I don't know. I kind of got it in one of those like little box sets. And then we're gonna just use two colors. We're gonna use this one and we're gonna use this one. That's all we need. So I take a fluffy brush. Since I have hooded eyes, we're gonna place everything like higher. So I'm gonna place that first shade really close to my brow bone like that, you see? So we're gonna go in with that darker brown and we're gonna go a little lower. So now we're gonna go on my actual crease right here. Just blend that out. Why does it look so dark in that patch right there? Dude, whatever. Now we are going to use a like white beige color. I've already hit pan right here. We're still gonna use what we can. I use my lid, pop it on my eyelid. It's not a cut crease, so we don't have to be all crazy precise. But I should make sure that it's like visible, you can see. So then we're going to go and use this like flatter looking blending brush. Pack on some of the beige eyeshadow and kind of create this like crease above my crease. You see that? It's like very subtle. That. And then you can just blend it out like the top part. So now we are going to go back to this and use this really short brush. Go into this color. It's like a dark brown. I've been really partial to dark brown liner lately and eyeshadow liner. I don't know why, but I just think it looks really good and natural on my eye. See that? I just create that. Just connect it with the rest of my eye. You see that? Like it just blends well. Like I don't know. I just have been really loving it lately. It's exquisite. And so if I'm like going out, then I'll like just put black eyeliner on top of that. So it's kind of like a cool like gradient type look, and it's been bomb for me. Oh, while I'm letting my glue dry on my lashes, I'm gonna contour my nose. We're gonna go in with that color that we used for the top. Use a fluffy brush. I try to connect it to my eyeshadow so it kind of looks like one cohesive thing. And then do the bottom part of my nose. And then do that little line. I have to blend it out with the brush that I've been using. You see? Before pop these babies on. So now we're gonna set our face now. I'm trying to cover my eyebrows because the water will like bring it down. And So I spray a lot to get like my face wet like this. And then you're gonna use the fan to fan out everything while it's drying. I also like to tight line my eyes. I'm gonna use this LA Girl eyeliner in brown. Yes, I'm using eyeliner for my lips. Don't care. That's what I do. I still do because I still want this like desired like round top lip. Like that's the shape that I would love. I know like people have complimented my lips before about the way it's shaped, but I really like the way a round top lip looks on me. Like, blend stuff out with my finger. All right, and then we're gonna go in with my concealer because I don't have a beige like nude lipstick that I need to get. I really want to get this Morphe one. I have a gift card, so I'm probably gonna use that for that. So yes, and then I'm gonna use the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. Yes. That's pretty much it. Like, do you see my face? She looks quite wonderful. Now let me do the rest of my hair. Okay guys, this is the final look. I just blew out my hair real quick with my little new Revlon brush thing that my boss got me, so I'm pretty happy. But yeah, she's giving very 90s look. Yeah, so I thought that was like a pretty easy makeup tutorial to do. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm gonna leave all the information for the products that I use down below, so don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.